Hey, in under a couple of minutes, I want to talk about this form here. This is the Cooperating Broker Compensation Agreement. And I want to explain and walk through why this form really underscores the point. That's my 6-month-old daughter just vocalizing her objection to all the quarantining going on. Why this form underscores the points being made in the class action lawsuit filed by Cohen Milstein against the residential real estate industry, like the National Association of Realtors and other public and privately traded companies like Berkshire Hathaway, Keller Williams, and Realogy. Take notice of all the white space in this form here. This is normally where we would have the buyer and the seller sign, but they aren't required to sign this form, even though they're required to sign every conceivable form surrounding a real estate transaction. They're required to sign the consumer notice, which isn't a contract, it's not an addendum, it's not an agreement, it's just a notice informing buyers and sellers what a seller agent is, what a buyer agent is, what a doula agent is. But they aren't required to sign a form that deals with commissions and compensations and how people's bottom lines, how their net is being affected. And I think that's by design, and I think it's a flagrant antitrust violation. Take a look at this form. Lines 3 through 5 describe the property, who the buyer is, who the seller is. Lines 6 and 7, the listing broker, the selling broker, which is the buyer agent. But pay close attention to lines 9 through 12. Line 9 states, listing broker's offer of compensation blank of the purchase price is accepted. Now, normally, that's 2.5% or 3%. So the buyer's agent sees in the MLS that the seller or the listing broker is advertising 2.5% or 3% of the purchase price. So their buyer wants the home, they submit an agreement of sale and an offer price along with this form. They sign off that they accept the 2.5% and all is well in their little world. But what happens when the seller, the homeowner, offers less than that 2.5%? Pay close attention to line 10 through 12. Line 11, listing broker's offer of compensation is modified and listing broker agrees to pay the buyer's agent blank of purchase price. This is where the buyer agent who's not happy with that 2% or that 1.5%, they can jot in 2.5% or 3% and submit this along with their offer, and they sign it. The buyer's agent sign it, but their buyer doesn't sign it. So they have no idea. They have no idea that the MLS is advertising a commission that their buyer's agent doesn't want, and they have no idea that their buyer's agent is trying to modify this commission, which of course is a contentious thing to do and can create issues in the deal and cause the deal to fall apart. So this is all taking place behind the scenes and they're completely ignorant of it, and I think that's by design. So the homeowner gets the agreement of sale, gets the offer, they're happy with the offer price, they accept it, but they just don't accept their buyer's agent's commission. So they turn around and they say to the buyer's agent, hey, we accept your offer, but we don't accept the commission. What does that buyer agent do? Of course, they go back to their buyers and they say, sorry, they didn't accept your offer. Let's find another home to buy. There is merit to this lawsuit. And this is why. We should have a form that specifies MLS compensation right here, what's being advertised to the buyer's agent. We should have the buyer sign off on the fact that their agent is asking for modified compensation. It is inconceivable that the seller would pay the buyer's agent. What would happen if buyers paid their own agent? Of course, buyer's agent's fees would go way, way down overnight, but we would arrive at their real value, not the 2.5% or 3% that they stomp up and down and swear they're worth. The market dictates what buyer's agents are worth. And if buyers pay their own agents, it would reveal their true free market value. Thanks, and let me know what you guys think.